Yes. So yes, it's a Christian song in my dialect, and this is the very first one in my dialect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So where you're from, is that in Africa?
Yes. So Cameroon is
North, south, east, or west?
I
Or
would
east?
it's central. It's
Okay.
central of Africa. Yeah. We're kind of neighbors to Nigeria, but yeah, we're more in the central part of Africa.
If you had to give a wild guess of what Africa is lacking as a whole to get their name out there and actually flourish, what would it be that you can help Africa with if you ever you made it? Don't get me wrong, you made it, but if you ever became more financially stable,
Hmm. If that ever happened, which I hope it does, I would really want to. I'm looking forward to be able to at some point produce other talents because I grew up in Cameroon and a lot of people don't really have that opportunity to get to show their talents. I would definitely be looking forward to doing something like that, but more in a way of portraying our origins without being ashamed, because I think that's really what Africa lacks right now. We tend, in my opinion, to sort of copy from other cultures rather than actually portraying where we're from. And I really love that today we can see the world loving Afrobeat. We can see the world recognizing music genres like piano, which is another African genre. And I think if Africans can just keep on presenting your origin, like just embrace it and show it to the world, everybody would like it. Irrespective of the language, the dialect, I think that anybody can vibe with African music. So for my recent song, the music genre is soul makossa. I think you know the song of Michael Jackson where he says "Mama say Mama sa Mama kosa, Mama say Mama sa Mama kosa." Yeah. So a lot of people don't know that that particular line he actually got it from a Cameroonian artist who was
oh, get
yeah,
out of here.
yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, but unfortunately, it's what I'm talking about. Africans don't really put themselves out there. And in that line, you have the word makosa, which is related to the music genre that I'm bringing. So makosa is like a typical music genre for Cameroon. And see that's what I'm talking about with Africa. I think that we need more Africans people coming out and singing in our dialects. You know, I mean, I have no problem with English, but really we got English from colonization. If if I can put it that way, English is not really our language.
Speaking of that, I wanted to know how many dialects do y'all speak as being African? Because there's different sectors of Africa. So what area, like, is it like 300?
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. And that's why I'm still emphasizing on the fact that we need more Africans singing in our dialects. If we have more people singing in the dialects, then you have more people speaking the dialect, I think. And Africa is a really rich continent when it comes to languages, when it comes to diversity of cultures. We have many countries. In my country alone, where I came from, Cameroon, we have about a hundred languages and even more.
Tell me how many followers do you want to have by the time you end your career? Whenever, maybe 20, 30 years down the road.
Um, I'm not focused on the number of followers. Really,
I
I'm just
like that. I love it. You're normal.
because you know what? If you want to be focused on the followers, you're gonna have a lot of headaches, and you're not even gonna want to keep going. Because Listen, there are times when you would even post something, you would do all this work. Nobody likes it. Only you can relate to what you're doing. Nobody really cares. So my thing is, as long as I'm enjoying what I'm doing, for me that's the most important thing. And if you can relate with what I'm doing, then great, you can follow me. But I'm not really focused on a digital like number, on a numeric figure of followers that I want.
How are you trying to change America by incorporating your music in a gospel way?
Mm. It's hard. I don't know. I don't know if I can change America. That's like a very big
Well,
word
if,
for
if,
me.
if you're like the next Yolanda Adams, or whoever is in gospel that's African American, how would you influence, if you're an influencer, how would you influence music to go towards the younger generation, the college students, or even the elder or baby boomers? How would you do that?
Um, Honestly, I would want to say first that my intention is not necessarily to change America or to change anyone. I think that's the job as a Christian. I would say that's the job of the Holy Spirit. As a human being, I cannot really change people. Um, but when it comes to maybe influencing, I would really just say people can perhaps be influenced by your works, depending on the spirit behind your works. So for me, I would just say it will be about my honesty in my work, how I present myself, and who I am out there, and also behind closed doors. I think all of those things speak when people see you, and people can always see through if you're faking, if you're just you're talking about this whole gospel thing, but you're really not like that
Yeah.
gospel person. And I would really like to also emphasize that I'm not really a singer who is focused in gospel. I do sing. Actually, I'm working on a different song even, which has nothing to do with gospel.
Tell
So
me
yeah,
about it.
huh?
Tell me about it.
Oh, it's just that's like me releasing a little secret, but I can give you like a little hint. It's
Yeah,
just gonna
yeah.
be a song that is more relating to us women, relating to me as a woman, our femininity, and yeah, it really has nothing to do with gospel. But yeah, so in terms of influencing others, I would really just say people could see through if I'm faking or if I'm not real, and anyone who can relate with what I do, then yeah, maybe they would be influenced with what I'm doing, then good. But for the change, that would be the job of the Holy Spirit to do.